Coming to you live from Rise Hong Kong 2018, and we're here with Jacob from Campfire. How you doing?
Hey, good, thanks. Good morning.
Yeah. How are you enjoying the vibe from Rise so far?
It's day two. A good day yesterday. Met lots of interesting people,
Yeah.
an international audience, and great to be representing Campfire at Rise for the second time. We were here last year, have come back as a larger company with a different business offering. So good to be here for day two.
Awesome. And so just to kick it off, what is Campfire all about? What do you guys do?
Sure thing. So Campfire is a provider of shared spaces where we've got four business streams. Co-working, which is the core of Campfire. But then we've also diversified into co-living, where our first co-living site opened in Sham Shui Po in Hong Kong 2 weeks ago. Co-education, a Campfire campus, early childhood education center that's opening in Hong Kong as a prototype in the next 2 weeks as well.
Yep.
And Campfire Co-Retail, which is a shared retail space offering, giving emerging brands access to a high street retail precinct for easier exposure to their products.
Wow, so you got some interesting product offerings and service offerings happening. Let's dive into the whole the education one you were talking about, because I'm pretty sure I saw that come up in my Facebook feed on TechCrunch a few months ago. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, sure thing. So the Campfire campus as a complete early childhood education center is Campfire in partnership with an international kindergarten called Avondale, where there's the kindergarten complemented by a family-friendly cafe, an indoor playground, and then a selection of education partners that provide a really broad line curriculum, which includes coding, entertainment, or dance. It could be jiu-jitsu, English lessons, Mandarin lessons, music, to really create an environment where parents can drop their kids into the kindergarten, and then also beyond that, take part in the extracurricular lesson activities through the education partners. So the first one, Campfire Campus, opens in Tseung Kwan O in Hong Kong in the next 2 weeks. We've got a next site that's confirmed for an even larger education space.
Okay, so is this solely designed so parents that run startups can leave their kids there and work on their startup on the next floor, or like, is that in a way?
Absolutely, that's right. So whilst of course it's open for any families to participate in, we envision that certainly from an entrepreneur's perspective, it's that entrepreneurial spirit that sits inside Campfire that's going to have entrepreneurs participate not just in Campfire co-working, but also get their families engaged in Campfire Campus.
Yeah, cool. Wow, very interesting. So, give us a bit of background on how many sites you got, like whereabouts in the world are you based? Are you global?
Yes, sure thing. So Campfire started in Hong Kong by 3 Hong Kong founders in 2016, where we launched our first co-working site in Kennedy Town in February of 2016. Now fast forward, we've got 4 co-working locations open in Hong Kong. A fifth and premium co-working site will open in August. Our London co-working site in Shoreditch is being launched on the 1st of August. Then, early next year going global into Singapore, Australia, with Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane being ticked off the list. And then, next half of 2019 announcing Tokyo and other core cities in Southeast Asia.
Amazing stuff. So so you live in Hong Kong at the moment?
Yeah, I do. Originally I'm from Holland. I've been a bit of a global citizen over the last 20 years, but via New Zealand, Australia, I came to Hong Kong nearly 3 years ago, and really saw the opportunity within the shared spaces sector as something that's new, that's growing. So last year in November joined Campfire to drive the business development for the group across the business units.
Great. So you've been a bit of a digital nomad traveller, working in different places, or like what's your background before you started working for Campfire?
Yeah, not so much a digital nomad, but doing the School of Hotel Management back in the day in Holland. I worked within the hotel sector and business event sector for many years. That's what brought me to Hong Kong as well through an Australian company.
Yeah.
But then really seeing the forefront of the shared spaces sector, of course, driven by co-working as something that I'm really passionate about and wanted to be involved in.
Yeah.
Through that, met the founders of Campfire and started this journey that we're now on, which is hugely exciting. To be involved in a fast growth company with a group of very passionate people, where we make possible to dream big and make stuff happen.
Yeah, great. So is so you lived in Hong Kong for 3 years. What is the most exciting thing about the ecosystem and the startup space that really resonates with you and that you'd like to share with anyone out there interested in coming to Hong Kong?
I think after I'd been here for a year and a half, moving from Sydney and having lived in lots of cities across the world, just realizing through the sheer volume of people that is here, the intensity that sits in Hong Kong, that there is so much opportunity to make stuff happen. Meeting a lot of people that have created startups out of their ideas in Hong Kong, seeing the ease with which business can be conducted here in terms of starting a company and then really making that idea come into a reality. I think that's what's pretty special about Hong Kong.
Yeah, okay. And what would be your big advice for someone looking to enter the Hong Kong market and trying to get their foot in the door in terms of networking or meeting new people or potential partners? What would your advice be for someone new to the
Absolutely,
ecosystem?
and you know what, a great question. Part of the theme of our co-working site in Shoreditch, London, that's about to open is Gateway to Asia. So it's 4 companies that are in the UK that are wanting to enter the Asian market, to use Campfire as a platform for just that, to extend your network really quickly. You can do that through through joining a co-work operator that has that network in different places.
Yep.
I think for anyone that wants to start or move their business into Asia, Hong Kong is a easy destination to do that from.
Yep.
Go out there, get connected with the right organizations that are there to support you. Hong Kong Invest and others like it that are able to connect and then get started into a co-working network like Campfire that is able to connect you with the people that you want to be connected with.
Great stuff. And from a lifestyle point of view, to finish off the conversation, what would be your favorite thing about Hong Kong for you, and any tips for anyone visiting on a tourist side of things? What would you recommend?
Yeah, look, it's awesome. And I hadn't been in Hong Kong prior to moving here. So actually, living here and realizing that from the city you can be in a national park within 30 minutes, either by taxi, by boat, or by bus. I think that's the most awesome part of living in Hong Kong. Jump on a ferry, go to Lama Island or Chung Chau Island and experience the other side of Hong Kong, right? See what nature has to offer versus city. I think that's the good balance that Hong Kong surprisingly offers really well.
Yep. And is that one of your favorite things to do? Like, what do you get up to on the weekends?
Absolutely, just that. Last weekend, hopped on the ferry. On Saturday, went to Lama Island, stayed overnight there in a small hotel on the beach, and you don't realize that you're in a city of 8 million people.
Yeah, wow, awesome. Well, thanks for joining us.
Hey, nice to talk to you.
Yeah, and make sure you guys keep watching for more coming to you live from Hong Kong at Rise 2018. Proudly brought to you by Start Me Up Hong Kong and Invest HK, as we spoke about before. And be sure to keep watching for more later today.
Okay,
thanks,
awesome.
Jacob.
Thanks
Cheers.
a lot. See you.
Catches.